Welcome into the Commanders Report. I am your host, Jack Sperry, and today we're going to be talking rookies for the Washington Commanders. Every single 2024 draft pick for your Washington Commanders, I'm going to tell you whether to buy, sell, or hold stock in that rookie heading into their rookie campaign here. So let me know down there in the comments section, who's your guy? All right, which Commanders rookie is going to surprise people the most this year? Let me know your pick down there in the comments section. I want to hear it. Okay, now let's get into, obviously, first selection of the draft this year for the Commanders. Quarterback, Jayden Daniels. Should you buy, sell, or hold stock in Jayden this year? I'm going to tell you to buy, man. I'm ready to say that this guy is going to be really, really good in his rookie season. Now, with the offensive line stinks, if the wide receivers, have some issues, maybe it won't be like CJ Stroud level good, right? Maybe there will be some rookie hiccups, and I certainly expect some rookie growing pains from Jayden Daniels this year. But I think he's going to show us a lot of good things, and I think he's going to show a lot of star potential. So I definitely say buy stock in Jayden Daniels. He just needs to stay healthy this year. So the second draft pick for the Commanders this year was none other than defensive lineman Johnny Newton. So should you buy, sell, or hold stock in Johnny? He has had those 2-foot procedures this offseason, one on each foot. So you're hoping that he's going to be able to come back with a vengeance here, but I'm going to say hold to this point. Because first of all, we don't know if he is going to even be starting this year, right? We don't know what his role is going to look like week one, and we haven't really seen him in a preseason game. We haven't really seen him after that, after those procedures that he got done on his feet this year. His tape was dominant at Illinois, so I really think that he's going to be a good player, but right now, I'll tell you to hold stock in him just until we can see what he looks like on film in the National Football League. So who's going to be the week one starter at the 5 technique for the Washington Commanders this year? Type JN for Johnny Newton or type CF for Clelin Ferrell. Right now, Ferrell is getting the first team reps, but that's probably because Newton is just somebody that is just getting back from injury. So I guess we'll see how this competition plays out in camp. But this will be the pinned comment on today's show. YouTube's going to throw you an ad break here in just a couple of seconds. And when that happens, take advantage of that time by letting me know who's going to be the starting 5 technique here in Washington. Then we get to Mike Sainristil, the starting slot cornerback here out of Michigan. Should you buy, sell, or hold stock in Sainristil? Well, this one's easy for me, man. You buy stock in this kid, man. I think that he has the potential to be one of the top 5 slot defenders in the National Football League from day one. And with all the nickel that NFL defenses are playing nowadays, all of the 11 personnel, meaning 3 receivers on the field, that offenses are playing nowadays, having a really good slot defender is becoming more and more important in the modern day NFL. And I think the Commanders have one of the best in the world right now. And Mike Sainristil, buy stock in this kid. I'm telling you right now. Then we get to the next pick, Ben Sinnott, tight end out of Kansas State. Should you buy, sell, or hold stock in the rookie tight end? For his rookie season, I would probably say sell just because, rookie tight ends usually aren't super productive. But overall, I'll say hold stock in him. All right, there are some things that concern me. He doesn't have the longest arms in the world, so you really have to put it on him to make him catch the football because he does have a drop issue at times. He's shown that at Commanders training camp practices to this point, but he's got elite quickness for the position. For his size, he blocks his ass off. He's got great quickness, really good route runner. He gets open, all that great stuff. So he's got the physical profile to be a pretty darn good tight end in this league, but he also kind of has the shorter catch radius that might be a bit concerning. So right now, I'll say hold on Ben Sinnot. Then we get to the offensive tackle that was taken by the Commanders this year, Brandon Coleman. Should you buy, sell, or hold stock in Coleman here? This one might surprise some people because I haven't been bad mouthing Coleman. I've just expressed my my concerns with him after they drafted him. But I'm going to say hold, okay? Because Dan Quinn has been praising his balance. He obviously has the long arms, the big bodies, the thick legs. He's got the physical profile that you want in a franchise left tackle. And it's going to come down to this Commanders coaching staff coaching him up to a level where he can be a starting left tackle in this league. He had a really rough final season at TCU. He had a really rough Senior Bowl week. The tape just hasn't been great over the last year or so, but he's getting first-team reps at Commanders training camp. This team clearly believes in him, and I'm hoping that he can develop into this team's left tackle. Then we get to Luke McCaffrey here, buy, sell, or hold in C-Mac's brother here. You know what, man? I'm going to say hold on McCaffrey as well. He's been a little quiet during Commanders training camp. Other guys are getting more of the big-time plays, let's call it. But he's a bigger guy. He works his ass off. Knowing that family, coming from the pedigree that he's coming from, and the way that he works, I think Luke McCaffrey could develop to be a pretty decent weapon in the future. I guess we'll just have to see. So coming up here, my day 3 picks. I'm going to tell you whether to buy, sell, or hold stock and some potential sleepers for the Washington Commanders this year. But before we get into that, let's have a word from our sponsor here at Game Time, which is the fastest and easiest way to buy tickets for the sports, music, comedy, and theater in your area. With killer last-minute deals, all-in prices, views from your seat right on the app, and their lowest price guarantee on any ticket to any event, Game Time takes the guesswork out of buying tickets to whatever event you choose. So whether it's a Commanders preseason game, whether it's a regular season game, whether it's a Washington Nationals baseball game, it doesn't matter, guys. Game Time has the lowest price guarantee on any ticket to any event, and it's not just sports, guys. You can go see a comedy show. You can go see a concert. You can go to a music festival. If you can get tickets to something, Game Time's going to have it, and they're going to have the lowest price guarantee, which is why I love using Game Time. I also love their all-in pricing, so you don't get slapped with crazy fees at checkout. That's my biggest pet peeve with these ticketing apps out there, and flash deals as well, so you can get even cheaper tickets the closer you wait to the event. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time today. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code CHATSPORTS. That's one word, all caps, CHATSPORTS. For $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code CHATSPORTS. That's one word, all caps, CHATSPORTS. It's right down there in the bottom of your screen for $20 off. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets, lowest price, guaranteed. Now let's get to Jordan Magee, the inside linebacker out of Temple. And for me, guys, I'm going to say buy stock in this kid. He's undersized, so maybe he won't be an every down type of guy, but that's not what the Commanders are bringing him in to be. I mean, they're bringing him in to be an undersized coverage type of linebacker on second and long, third and long, obvious passing situations, and that's what I think he's going to thrive in. He's extremely intelligent. He's a former quarterback, so he understands the communication between quarterbacks and wide receivers. He understands route concepts. He understands all this stuff, all right? And that gives him a leg up in pass coverage. He plays with great instincts. He works his tail off. I think Magee is going to be a very good contributor to the Commanders' defense this year and in the years to come. Then we get to Dominique Hampton here, the safety out of Washington. And, I haven't said sell on any of these rookies yet. I'll say sell on Hampton. Now, he's somebody that could provide special teams upside here. And, there's a reason why the Commanders took him in the 6th round. They obviously like him. But Tyler Owens, the undrafted free agent, is making a lot of plays, and he plays a similar role to Dominique Hampton. So would I think it's completely far-fetched to think that Tyler Owens is that young safety that they kind of build up here over the next couple of years? It wouldn't shock me at all. So right now, I'm selling stock in Dominique Hampton, but camp is still early. He can still turn things around. Then we got Javonte Jean-Baptiste here, the edge rusher out of Notre Dame. Buy, sell, or hold. I'm going to say sell on him again. I've heard some good things at camp, but, I just don't really see like a long-term future for Jean-Baptiste in the National Football League. I think that at the end of the day, if he makes this team, he's going to be like a 4th or 5th edge rusher. He's not going to see the field a whole lot. And I think in a couple years, some younger players are going to tell him to hit the road. Okay, so now make sure you guys type raise hail for me in all caps down in the comments section if you made it to the end of today's show. I'm ready to raise some hail this year, man. If you are as well, make sure you type raise hail for me in all caps down there in the comments.